So there's a bit of equipment that you get ready to take out onto the back deck. The first is kept down in the bottom drawer here, and that is the handle for actually opening the fuel tank.
Yep, twist it open.
Yep. The second bit of useful is a bit of chalk. Yeah. The third is the actual dipstick, and that's kept round in the cupboard, so we'll go outside and do that.
And some paper.
And some paper. Now, spare paper, if you can't find it here, is kept downstairs.
First.
So before we open that, just before we open that, what we actually do, just to protect the timber, is we actually throw a bucket of water over the floor.
Yep. So if there's any fuel.
Yeah, just so it just protects the timber a little bit. So I'll
Yep.
just get you to pop that back on, and we'll start this sequence again.
Jump the gun.
Jump the gun. So in here, there's the dipstick.
Yep. Is there a trick to doing this, David?
Is there a trick? No. Water on the deck. All right. So just be a bit careful with these. So what we do is we'll pop them down, and when you're taking your hand through there, this bit around here is incredibly sharp.
Yeah.
And I've cut myself plenty of times, so just always be a bit careful with the thread. Yeah. Duck around to the other one. Right. What we actually do is we put one in the middle, because that's going to be where drips will go. So we want the drips to go in there. Very carefully, you can open both. You want to do this one? That's it. Then we grab the chalk and the dipstick. You need some more chalk? We'll just get some more chalk. There it is. So what we've done before is we know that there's about 1,400 litres in the vessel. We know this because it was on the whiteboard in the crew room.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also know it because of the ship's log. So we're anticipating on each side to be about 700.
Yeah.
So you grab your chalk and you just give it a mark. The chalk will make it much easier to read.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you simply and grab some paper somewhere, just a handful of that. You alright?
Yeah.
Then we lift it up. You see how easy the chalk made it?
Yeah.
And so we're at 740, and we call out to the skipper and record in the ship's log 740 on the starboard side.
740 on the starboard side.
Correct. Great. We'll use your paper and we'll just get rid of the drips. And then we'll re-chalk it.
Yeah.
do you read?
7:30.
7:30 on the
This is the
port side. 7:30 on the port side, and we record that.
And is it always the same, David? In both
When the
tanks?
boat's at rest for a long time, it's typically the same. But when it comes back from service, sometimes one might be higher than the other because of the return fuel, unspent fuel, going back into one of the tanks, and they equalise out over time. But you would expect them to be roughly the same when the boat's been stable for a long time. If they're not, you've got a problem.
And where does the dipstick go?
The dipstick stays in the rope cupboard.
Right.
And again, the easiest way to put this back is just very gently. There's absolutely no need to over tighten it, it's just finger tight.